Collaborate. This is very important part of Keepy.Cloud because this is how you assign tasks, you finish tasks, you track tasks. So let's start with the inbox. The inbox is it will list how many tasks you have, and it will tell you also the status of this KPI, sorry, of this task. So in this case, I have a to provide evidence for this month. It's in progress. It's assigned by this person, by the owner, and to save me some time, it will also display the details of this KPI. The same thing applies for program projects and milestones. So, for example, if I want to go down to a project, uh, then it will list project, uh, the project or the milestone. Okay, so all of them are related to a one person tasks, and you can always play with the information. You can change this one from progress to completed, and I will probably send a message to my boss saying it is done. It is done and save task, and here it is now. It's also my boss will receive a message saying uh, this one is completed. Whatever he asked me to provide or information that he asked me in as well, or a feedback. Good job, keep it up. This is related to this specific KPIs. If I need more information, I can always click on the KPI name and then I will go to the KPI detail screen. Okay, so this is the inbox. Uh, the same thing for tasks. However, this time it's broken by the stages. So as you can see here, at risk I have one. This is like way behind, and I have a completed one, and it will list all the information that I need to know about this specific month. Timeline, it will not only tell me this month task, but also it will give me whole historical data about all the tasks that I have been assigned and completed. Uh, and I can now go to the current one, which is October 27 in this case, and I will click on a specific task to be able to uh, make any update on it or comments. The task could go back and forth between two people until it is completed. Okay, so this is called timeline. Related to the users, I'm interested to know how many users I have in the COO team. So, okay, so it will tell me who are these people. It will also tell me who, how many KPIs is owned by each person. So in this case, Owen is owning 15 KPIs, and Noman is owning 8 KPIs, and it will give me the list. It's very important to hover everywhere you go because when you hover over the information, more detail will come up. Okay, so these are the three people currently in the CEO team. Also, as a manager, you can invite people. We prefer for the system owner to do this because at the beginning of setting up the system, usually all people are invited at the beginning. So if somebody is missing or a new person came to the organization, then we can add the email address, which is here, the name of the organization, sorry, of the person, the role of the person. So a manager is a manager who is managing a team. Admin is the person who is supporting the manager to manage the data for his team. So almost the same access right between admin and managers. Also, the user role is utilized the most because usually it is an employee. Okay, so here you go now. Uh, um, alias address is when we have a consultant, for example. He's helping helping us in maintaining the system for the first year. And then we will put an alias. Why? Because we put an alias because we need this person to receive the information or the alert or the task in two different emails. So alias address is like another email for the same person. Okay. Sometime for login purpose, we create a fake email address. So this is a name, and we put at and say domain name, wherever the domain of the corporation is. Uh, and this will be only used to log in. It will not be a functional email, only for login to KP.cloud. However, this person will receive all the information in his another alias address, which is another email, which could be Hotmail or Gmail or any email again. So I hope this is useful for consultant or for people who want to receive the same information in two different emails. Grade is very common to use, designation or the position title, employee ID if the organization has any employee ID, and then silent mode again. If selected, the user will not be sent any email for it, tracking and for messaging, for reminding, and for alerting as well. So this is called invite. The last one in this collaborate menu is acknowledge. Acknowledge is now this a 360 feedback about specific people who are listed in KP.cloud. So for example, when I am working with Aki Simons for 3 months on a project, for example, then I will click on Simon and I begin to give assessment that Aki is really good in judgment, and I will put more detail here on every single why and why I chose to give him 5 or 3. I worked with him as a direct report. I am working with him on a weekly basis, and yes, show my name. That's okay. I know that he will appreciate my feedback. You can choose to not to show your name and leave this one without him knowing who provided this feedback. Okay, at the bottom here, you can just save, and then this acknowledgement went to Ake Simon appraisal screen, which is used only for reference. It's not going to be incorporated with his appraisal score. So this is only for information.